Today I'm going to show you how I look up trends to see what keywords are trending this week on Pinterest. So the first thing you're going to do is go to pinterest.com and it will take you to just your business hub if you have a business account, which you will want a business account to do this. And then we are going to come up here and look at this analytics section of our menu, and at the very bottom you will see Pinterest trends. Then this stuff at the top can be pretty cool, but it's not going to be what we use today. Just a quick look, if I wanted to search brand photography inspiration, then I can compare that to, let's say, professional photo shoot ideas. So professional photo shoot ideas is here in green, whereas brand photography inspiration is in blue. And you can see over the past year, professional photo shoot ideas had more interest over time, so more searches over time, than brand photography inspiration. So a little way to use the trend part of the analytics, but that's not what we're going to do today. We are going to scroll down here, and this is where I look for growing trend. For the brand photography niche, we're going to go down here to keywords. It's going to be looking at the dates within this range here, which is going to be May, June, July, so the last 3 months essentially. And we're going to go to keywords, and then you're going to type a keyword you want to look for. So one that I always like to do is brand photo shoot, and we are going to see brand photo shoot ideas. So this one is quite short. Usually you'll have a list of keywords here. The weekly change is 3%, so that means this keyword is trending better this week than last week. The monthly change is 5%, so that means this month is 5% better than last month, and the yearly change is 10%. So I'm going to take this brand photo shoot ideas, and because all of these are positive, I am going to add this to my list. And then we do the whole thing over again. So let's just type in photography. Okay, great. So we have film, wedding photography, all of these different things. Some of these things can apply to brand photography. We're just not using that word brand specifically. Then I like to prioritize the weekly change, but also look for positive monthly change and positive yearly change. So I'm going to sort all of this so that it sorts by yearly change first. So you can see newborn photography girly is 800% increase in searches this year compared to last year. That's what that number means. So after I sort by yearly, I sort by monthly, and then I sort by weekly. So weekly change, fashion photography is becoming more popular. You can see the first two are fashion photography and street fashion photography. But one thing about street fashion photography is that it was actually ranking better last year than it is this year. With these numbers so high, it is one I would prioritize if I was a fashion photographer. But with this being a negative number, I don't include it in my list. And again, I'm looking for one that has all positive numbers. If you're a newborn or family photographer, this is a good one to rank for. Ooh, eyelash photography. Even though this is 0, it's trending this month and it's trending this year. Normally I wouldn't include these in there, but this is the first keyword like this I've seen. And I know that we have some photographers out there that work with people in this industry. And then I just scroll down through the rest of the list. So because I've done weekly change, once I get to 0, all of these are negative, and I move on. Let's do photo shoot, and I do the same thing. Yearly change, monthly change. And I think this is really interesting. I think Pinterest has done something as far as their search engine goes where they're promoting that dress to impress. So if you have anything that is fashion based or like how to plan your wardrobe for a brand photo shoot, let's just tack on the term dress to impress and see if that helps. Okay, so fall photo shoot ideas, fall couples photo shoot, all of that is trending right now. I will say that this will stop trending soon, and it does take a little bit of time to rank on Pinterest. This fall photo shoot ideas is something that you need to be taking advantage of this week, this month, to really show up at all this fall. 16th birthday photo shoots, like this is one I would include if it was relevant for brand photographers, but it's not, so I am going to skip past those. Halloween photo shoot ideas. This is good for any product photographers that maybe have businesses that promote during Halloween. Notice that photo shoot ideas shows up a lot, so that terminology like ideas, inspiration, those are great photography keywords to include. Winter photo shoot is starting to trend, so you can see that people are already looking towards winter even though it's not even fall yet. Christmas is starting to trend. It's not trending as much as it was last year, but Christmas photo shoot ideas family, you're going to see Christmas in these keywords. Professional photo shoot ideas, and this one has a big spike. So this little blue line over here is that trend graph that we looked at the very beginning. It's starting to rank, and there's a bit of a jump here this month. Photo shoot concept. You can also click on these words. It shows you that graph. But if I scroll down, I see popular pins. I could see this being beneficial for photographer coaches out there. I'm personally not going to include it. Now we're down at 0, so I'm going to move on. I also like to search headshots and poses. Okay, so with poses, selfie poses, Instagram, not relevant. Female pose reference. Usually when reference is in there, it is a art type of pin. So somebody learning how to draw, and they want a reference pose. So volleyball, media day, volleyball poses, those would be two if you're a sports photographer to take advantage of, but this is the type of thing I'm looking for. Couples photo shoot poses. So if you're a wedding photographer or an engagement photographer, this would be a keyword to pay attention to. Okay, here we go. So this one's decreasing, so I'm not going to include it, but if this was a positive number, photography poses for men would be one that I do include. I also like to look up headshot because that is a photography term that people typically search when they are looking for brand photos and they just don't know what to call them. Realtor headshots women, this is a great one to try to rank for if you shoot real estate agents. I'm not going to include it on my list for my email because it's not trending as much as it was last year. But if you're a brand photographer and you take pictures of realtors, this is a keyword you want to include on those posts. Headshots professional, and similarly professional headshots. And what's happening here, obviously like professional headshots sounds better, and that's probably what I would write in my description or my title. But this one's getting more because what happens if you start typing in headshots, Pinterest is like, oh, do you want to search professional headshots? Do you want to search whatever other type of headshots there would be? And then people click on that little bubble and it takes them to that keyword. So that is why headshots professional is doing slightly better than professional headshots. It's because of Pinterest's prompting to the users. And for me, I would go with the second one. Keywords are a bit more fluid than some other SEO on Pinterest, and so go with what reads better. Pinterest will be able to figure out what you're trying to rank for. Headshot poses, that's a great one. And then headshots is another. There's Christmas again. I'm just pointing out the Christmas because right now it is the beginning of August. And the fact that Christmas photo shoot stuff was coming up in July just threw people for a loop. But you want to start pinning your Christmas content on Pinterest early. So if you put it up there now, you still have time to rank for this holiday season. And holidays on Pinterest last a little bit longer. So that's what I do. I type in the keywords that I know are relevant for my ideal client, and I pull out the ones that are trending in a positive direction, both weekly, monthly, and yearly, to include in my list. So now you know how to do it, and you can do it for yourself, or you can just look for my weekly emails to give you the updated trends. I hope you found this video helpful. You should like and subscribe so that you will see more of my content.